you know, old school. あ、赤丸さん、ありがとう。ごめん、ありがとうね。ありがとうね。I just a bunch of coins just fly by. I love this little animation they have on here. Yeah, the old school, like even card captor Sakura, and I wasn't really big into like Sailor Moon, but only because I totally missed it. I wasn't. I don't think I had a chance to watch everything, all the episodes. I caught a few, but that was about it. Ah, Bibi-san, thank you for the coin. No, I haven't met Kubo-san yet. Every time I do a live stream, people ask me that question, and I have to. I feel bad. No, I haven't, and maybe the only chance. I mean, we like when I do that, like the bits of illustrations, like the animatia and the cover and the anime exhibition poster. Whenever I do stuff like that, he checks every sketches I do and the finished the line art, and he makes corrections if need be. Sometimes I mess up on certain parts, and he would make a little correction showing me that this is how it should look like. So so we're in touch through our work, but no, I haven't had the chance to meet him yet, and probably I won't until the Bleach series is over, and we'll probably have like a staff party, and maybe I'll get a chance to see him there. But for the time being, I'm here in my apartment. So I really don't get a chance to meet anybody, period. Oh. And your first ninja say your first anime was Yu-Gi-Oh. Oh yeah, excuse me. Yu-Gi-Oh, really? Wow, that's but that's a long time ago though, right? Toei, then Studio Gallop. Oh, Gallop, yeah, I remember that. Gallop's not, is it still there? I think it closed down. Maybe not, I'm sorry. They're gone, I think. Obelisk card in my wallet. Oh my god. What, that's what, that's something you just kept all these years? Wow, that's awesome. Yeah. Card captor. It was cute. It was really cute. Pokemon. Yeah, Pokemon I had a chance to watch. Beyblade I haven't had a chance to watch. Digimon, I saw the movie. But not the series. And the last movie they had, the Digimon movie, was directed by Taguchi, right? Yeah, I think so, because I made an effort to go see that movie, even though I hardly knew anything about Digimon, because it was Taguchi-san. Oh no, don't worry, Pluto. Don't Pluto-san. No. It's really difficult to bother me. Oh no, I mean, ask me anytime, anything, anytime. And there's certain things I can't answer, but most times I try to. Yeah, it's but I hope to, yeah, again, I hope to meet Kubo-san at some point in my life. Yeah. Oh, original unlimited. Oh, wow! Isn't that like you keep it in your wallet? That's gonna be one of the real rare cards, right? Akamaru-san, any tips on how to become better at drawing? Apart from the obvious tips like, oh, you gotta draw all the time, that's pretty obvious. I mean, there's no way around it. You just gotta practice, right? You just have to practice, but that's really obvious. I'm just gonna don't even bother to tell you. But to me, I think you need to know where you want to go with your art, I think. And I'm not necessarily saying that you need to be a professional or anything. I mean, it doesn't have to be that way, but I think it's best and probably easier if you know where you're going with your style. And like, if you're an animator, do you want to be an action animator? Do you want to be good at drawing girls? Just knowing what you enjoy the most and who you look up to, I think makes the difference. Because if you don't know what you want from drawing or animation or whatever, you tend to wander and waste a lot of time trying to figure out what you want from your artwork. And that's usually not a very good thing. That's like wasting time. So just try to figure out what you like, where you want to go, and if you can't really if you don't really know which direction you're going with your artwork, I would say just watch a lot of not just watch anime, but just try to do a lot of things, anything, everything. Travel, I don't know, do sports, watch movies, anything, just do anything, and you would, I know you will feel what you enjoy the most, and that's what's important to you. So you need to figure that out first, I think. Do I make sense? Yeah. It's all about what you like. Okay, there you go. Yeah, it's all about what you like, knowing what you like and where you want to go with it. Yeah. Okay, the card is in the bag. Is in the bag, but it's still in my wallet. So you keep good care of it, right? That's good. The Digimon movie. I'm sure he did. I mean, he's so good at what he does. I have no doubts. That was good. Yeah. Do I get to watch Bleach? Yeah, I have access to it. Whatever's done, I have access to watch the episodes prior to on air. Sometimes I actually much prefer watching it on TV with everyone else, because that's just more fun, I think. Yeah. I watched the episodes ahead of time. Oh my god! 何これ? Penguins. It was just raining penguins. Wow. かわいい. ありがとう. ありがとうございます. Yeah, where was I? Oh, the penguins just so kawaii. It kind of distracted me. The Digimon movies. Oh yeah, yeah. I kind of like that first Digimon movie. I think that was what I saw first. That's the firstest Digimon encounter that I had. And that Taguchi-san's Digimon was the last, right? The final Digimon movie. Or supposed to be. Something like that. Oh gosh. I'm sorry. I know I should be watching more. I watch anime, but not as much as I really should. Let's put it that way. And do I get? Oh well, the Bleach episodes, I answered that. Again, I prefer watching it on TV. Unless I need to watch ahead of time for my work purpose. Yeah. The last incoming Digimon's, yeah, Taguchi-san, yeah. That's right. Thank you, Abdallah-san. Yeah, I kind of knew that, but it's just rapidly fading from my mind. A dark magician card is such a bad state. Yeah, duct tape and staplers. Oh, I mean, that fixes everything. Oh gosh. Oh man. But it's your precious card, right? And Ninja-san has the same cars in the same condition. Oh. You guys are too funny. Your blue eyes white dragon is in perfect condition. Oh, Mr. Blue Pants. Oh wow. I was never into the I guess I was too old when the card games came up, like Yu-Gi-Oh and all that. And it's just I missed the whole the whole trend, which was kind of a shame. An anonymous user was the one that gave me the penguin bomb. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah. And thank you all for allowing me to work on this. Really, it's a pleasure. Pleasure is mine. You guys, oh my gosh. And Brianna, I just saw the Aku Dama Drive balloon, but I want to get it, but yeah, it's not that cheap. Is they already had that box set out, which was like uber expensive because of what it is, but this one includes all 12 episodes in one single disc. Is that what it is? I sorry if I'm wrong, but yeah, it's well, if anything, it's a lot cheaper. If you just want to watch the episode, I think you could catch it on stream somewhere. I'm not sure where it's streaming at on overseas, but Yeah, that's the one I worked on, the shikishi illustration, and after like 3 years, I haven't. It's like, yeah, my first time to do a illustration for Akudama Drive like that, because while I'm, on the actual production, I'm just too busy, and I really don't want to sacrifice the episodes for a one shot illustration like that. But now it's over, and when they call me up for it, I say, oh well, yeah. It's like, okay, well, never did it before. For Akudama says, okay, why not? It's like 7 characters. I mean, trying to fit that on that small space was, yeah, it's kind of hard, but it turned out to be okay. Yeah. So I think that's the only real bonus for buying the disc, if anything, because otherwise they're pretty much the same as the box set. And I think the final episode, episode 12, it's not the TV version. I think it's it is the director's cut. I think they omitted the TV version of it, which is good and bad. I kind of like the TV version too. It's just that the director's cut clarifies, I think, the way it ended. The whole thing ended. Yeah. So Brianna, if you get a chance, it's gonna be around for a while. Oh, it's on Hulu. Okay. Yeah, it's don't worry. I mean, it's gonna. The discs are gonna be around for a while, I think. I don't think it will just go out of stock anytime soon. Sis. Yeah, take your time. But thank you for considering it. It's good to see some people still appreciate it. Mr. Blue Pants, do you think it's possible that Core 4 gets more animators coming in, since it's still like the One Piece. I think having more isn't really the issue. Who they're gonna get is probably more important than the number of animators. In fact, more animators there are, it's actually kind of like more work. So we're not sure yet. I really can't speak for the production staff on this one. Last Evolution, Kizuna. Sounds familiar, but no, I haven't watched Kizuna. なんだっけ? And Brianna is oh, okay, sorry, I got it. Villain Saga. Yeah, I enjoy that show. It's so, what? Manly? Is that the right way to put it? It was so manly. Yeah, well, manga definitely is cheaper than the discs. That's true. And Odara-san, oh, thank you very much. I try not to show the line only artwork. I try to say no to that. And Goda, I think many of you Bleach fans are familiar with her name. Goda-san is the one that color designs and paints the illustrations for me, and she's really good. Like I've said this before, and I'm gonna say it again, that she's really good. So I really, for all the Bleach related illustrations, I much rather not show the line art only, because I want people to enjoy it for the finished product, I guess, with all the color and the background and all that. Yuhabaha no that illustrator, the one facing the front, I didn't expect it to be so dark. If anything, it was like, whoa, because I was asked to do like that first episode, that bluish, the bluish lighting. He's sitting on his throne, and I think the lighting was from the floor lighting, the bluish, whitish light, and I think that was what the order was. So I referenced that part of the show, and when it was done, it was like, wow, it's like black. But I love that blue part they did. Goda-san did. I thought that was beautifully done. Yeah, Ibi-san, yeah. She has a Twitter, and I think it is Goda. No, wait, you know what? Sorry, let me, before I give you wrong information, let me check. Goda. 違う。Goda. Huh? Oh, here we go. It's follow her if you like. Koko. How do I send it? Oh, here we go. So this is Goda-san's Twitter account. You might want to follow her if you're interested in her work. She tweets a lot about Bleach as well, and her work, and the other work she does. Oh yeah, she's great. She has this incredible sense for color, I think. And Yubi-san, yeah, thank you for Ichigo. It's like Ichigo was. I didn't go to that anime exhibition. I had to, I had a deadline. End of July, so I really didn't have a chance to go there. And I keep saying Yuhabaha, right? It's like I keep seeing his illustrations, like through the official account and all that. It's like, where the hell is Ichigo? I thought I did the drawing, meant to pair up with Yuhabaha. I mean, it looks like it was there, and they gave me, a stack of this pile of merchandise, the Ichigo one too. So it's like, oh, okay, so good. It's good to know that he used it. It's just that it wasn't really featured anywhere. So it's like, oh, okay, maybe they didn't like it. So thank you if you liked it. It's Ichigo was sort of like set back, not as featured as the Yuhabaha one. And you follow work. Yeah, Persona 3 was. I love that. I love that too. That was Taguchi-san too. So they worked together, I think, for a long time, I think. And yeah, I wasn't really aware of her work until Akudama Drive, but I knew her name through Persona 3. And Abdullah, I feel like they don't need a lot of animators as much as they do big names, more time. More time, yes. It's just, you just need someone more, not even the big name, someone decent. Someone standard is even good enough, I think. I think the problem we're having right now is like there are so many people out there who call themselves animators, but they really aren't. I think that's the real issue, if anything. I mean, being able to draw something on a tablet doesn't really make you an animator, and yet the production, sometimes the staff are just so desperate to get anybody for that matter, and I don't blame them. You know, it's gotta be done. Somebody has to draw something, and whether it be good or bad, you know, it has to be done, and it's just the way it is. And so, like you said, it's not really the quantity of the animators, but quality, I think, is what we need more. Okay, the timer is red again. It might go off in like 2.5 minutes, and if I do, I'm so sorry. And the let's see. Yeah, Emi-san, it's like, what? It's like, what? You guys don't like this or what? I saw it on the their official anime exhibition account, and I think it was at the exhibition in the back or whatever. So, you know, I'm like, oh, whoa, gee. I thought he's the main character. Yeah, I don't know, man. Maybe they didn't like it. I wonder if Goda-san worked on a Bambi's magical girl transformation. I'm pretty sure she did. She does like a color script for the entire scene for Bleach. Color script meaning she plans out the color for each scene, not necessarily like paint each and every one, but she designs the colors. Yeah. And Della-san, you feel like the time constraint. Yes and no. Yes and no. It's a long story. I mean, having like 10 years to create something doesn't necessarily mean that produces something. The time produces something better. I'm not really. Yeah. Having less time, little time, definitely is not a good thing. But having more time is not necessarily is the best answer. Okay, I might go off. I might go off in 3 seconds. If I do, oh, it's still going on. How do I read this timer thing? I mean, it goes red every time, every so often, but 30分延長まで oh, whatever. I'm not gonna fret. I'm sorry. It's not so much again, it's not so much the time constraint, but what makes that time constraint happen is the issue. And it could be anything, but it just doesn't start out that way. Let's put it that way. Many times we have adequate time, and by the time it needs to be done, we're out of time. and again, that happens for many reasons. And for me, not for me, but for the animators, the animation department, the lack of quality animators definitely creates this time constraint, because you got to redraw everything. So the mediocre animators produce whatever they could produce, they deliver, and many times it's just not. It doesn't meet the standards, and when that happens, you just got to redraw everything almost from scratch. So you need double the time to make that final delivery, and that's probably one of the reasons we suffer. I guess. Yeah, the timer yeah, every time we see it go red, you say, oh my god, I'm running out of time, and then it just keeps on going. And so when I see it go red again, I ignore it, and then it just hangs up on me. So I'm not sure which part of this whole screen that I really should be paying attention to. But again, it's just if it hangs up, it hangs up. Yeah. And let's see. A lot of people just panic looking at animators only and be like, this episode won't be good or have Sakura. Yeah, right. Again, having good Sakura is, I think, will be the best situation, but it's not everything. You can't expect like perfect Sakura every time, every single episode for the entire show. It just doesn't happen. But there are other ways to make the show enjoyable. That's where the episode directors come in, or even the voice actors. I mean, there's a whole lot of different elements that make the show entertaining. So yeah, it's just, if it's good Sakura, great. If it's not, well, it's still okay. Just have fun anyway. That's how I see it. Well, it's sad to see I haven't changed so much for the worse too. I mean, yeah, because there are good Sakura anime out there. And in comparison, sometimes you just, some animes don't shine as much. because of the quality of Sakuga, but to me, like, attractive shows are not necessarily just about Sakuga. I think it's the total package, I think, for me. I mean, if you're a real Sakuga, die-hard Sakuga fan, that's the part you enjoy the most. So, I mean, so be it, right? Yeah, just, come on, it's only anime, right? And people should just sit back and enjoy and don't try to find any. Well, I don't know. I'm being negative about it. It's just even from the time that what am I trying to say? Some people complain about it even without watching the show. Let's put it that way. They're making this is not gonna be good because so and so is not working on it, or so and so is working on it, or whatever. It's just wait, just wait, watch the show, and then state your opinion on it. It's just, why complain without watching them, right? The timer needs 4 coins to continue past the 30 minutes, right? Yeah, okay, yeah, I kind of get that. And then I see like the 30-minute point reaching, and the counter goes red, and I'm like, oh god, I'm gonna go off air. Oh my gosh, right? And it just keeps on going. So, and I'm not sure where to check to see how much I have left. I know there's like this bar, yellow bar, and I suppose that's sort of like my life gauge, but I'm not entirely sure what it means. I'll get used to it someday, okay? I just use Twitcast because it's the easiest, because it's it's what's the word? I blank out sometimes. It's easier when I'm on Twitter. I could just blast it out, and maybe the followers could see it, and so it's a good app for me to use. And I didn't figure out the YouTube thing yet. I think it's gonna take a while because OBS keeps crashing on me. I don't know how to work it. Yeah. Okay, the Puto-san, is you have a, how do you pronounce that? Whatever. You have a hard to draw. I kind of see inconsistent in his design in the anime. I kind of agree with you. I do see what you're saying, and again, I'm and then the way I draw is different too. So what can I say? What can I say? I find him, I wouldn't say easy, but I find him easier to draw than, let's say, Ichigo. It's I'm used to drawing that type of face from my past work. The past projects I've worked on. There are a lot of guys like that, characters like that with cheekbones, mustache, broad shoulders, the type, the evil eyes, and so to me it's not so hard, but I could understand if it's not if you're the type of animator used to like beautiful faces, like like anime girls and like idol singer type of anime. If you're kind of used to that, and if you have to draw a solid man like Yuhabaha, I could understand they're gonna have some difficulty in doing that. Hanabi, arigatou. Tuto-san, oh, how kind of you. Thank you. I probably need to draw him a little more leaner. I'm aware of that. I just need to like shave him down a little bit more. I tend to draw to I don't know, what's the word? Too meaty? Too beefy, I think. So I really need to be more conscious to kind of give a little more I don't know, shave it down a little bit, like his arms and all that. But I try to keep the spirit close, if anything, not so much that every line are wrinkles, but what he should look like because of who he is part of the spirit of the character, and I try to grasp that, and maybe that's the part you're looking at, Ryuto-san. Yeah. Arigato. And Abdallah, thank you for answering questions. You've been giving me a good side of the industry and how I'm as yeah, I'm not revealing everything because it's probably not very pleasant to hear. But I try to answer questions as much as I can without being too grim about it. I love the anime industry the way it is. I'm not saying it's perfect. There are a lot of things that needs to be improved, and we're all working on it, in fact. But I just love the way it is, and I really don't want to talk bad about it. I know a lot of my fellow animators are on Twitter and just complaining their head off about how bad this industry is about everything, and it's like, no. I don't think so. In fact, I appreciate everything about it, almost everything about it. I know there are, some bad parts to it that could, use some improvements, but that's like any other, everything else in this world, right? It's not just particularly just about anime industry. So, yeah, I try not to talk bad about it. And if there's anything bad about it, I don't think other people should know, because it's our problem, right? It's our problem, and it just it interferes with the enjoyment of watching anime, I think. Abdallah-san, oh, well, yeah, of course, Kubo-san's, of course, he's got the best look of Yuhabaha. I wish I could, get closer to what he does. Maybe someday I will. I'm just trying to I'm striving to, be closer to his style. Yeah, he's good. I mean, of course, not just Bleach, not just just the Bleach elements, but he's a great artist, and there's a lot to learn from him. And Mr. Blue Pants, best example is Juju Prala. It was super successful even without it having any. Yeah, you said it. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. It came from you. Oh man. You're so right. You're just so right. Yeah, Juju was like, I sat there and just, I'm like, it's like, what the hell am I watching? You know, why is the animation so lazy? No, it didn't have Gusakuga. You're right. Maybe it did. I don't know, on some other episodes I didn't watch, but it definitely could have done better. Yet they didn't, you know, again, they didn't really venture to go that route, and they were successful at it too. So I mean, good for them, I think. Yeah, Kamura-san, Hanabi, arigato ne. Thank you. Ninja-san. Her me art is about Sakuga. If you have great Sakuga, terrible art, it's not. Yeah. Like for me, if you're young and maybe I talked about this last time, but if you're a young and inexperienced artist, that's fine. That's okay. You may not be perfect, but someday you will be, and so there's nothing wrong about being young and imperfect and inexperienced. But some people are just damn right lazy. Just lazy, you know. And lazy and I don't know, maybe arrogance. I'm not sure. There are a lot of things that are going on in their minds that make them think it's okay to deliver something so incomplete. I have no reason. I don't know why, but and when that happens, it's not savable. I mean, you can't save it, you know, because it was never alive before. It was never alive, so we can't really give it a life. There's no way to save it, so it's either you have to redraw everything or just reassign it to somebody else, or just, you know, stay up all night trying to make some sense out of it. But yeah, Sakuga, it's a craft. You just really, it takes time to learn and to learn the skills and you know, be real professional about it. Not just your drawing skills, but you know, mentally you need to be a professional. And there are just so many people out there that are not up to that standards. And do I dislike them? Well, not really. It's like, you know, they don't mean any harm personally to me anyway, you know, and so I shouldn't be disliking them personally, but I want them to stay away from me of anything. Yeah, it's just so much work. Booster Blue Pants. There's an episode of Apocrypha, episode 22. Huh. You know what, I'm not familiar with that. Maybe I should take a look at it. Yeah. Great, and definitely take great art and decent direction over Sakuga. Yeah. Yeah, I kind of agree. I have to agree on that too. Rihanna. Kubo should be a fashion designer. Yeah, great. I mean, he's something about mangaka. You know, they like even like Araki Sensei from JoJo is just so fashionable. You know, their art style. Yeah, I don't know where they get that from. Oh man, like animators just don't have that. Most of us don't. I mean, they're rare. It's very rare for an animator to have some kind of fashion sense. I definitely don't. So, yeah. You know what? I actually should. Damn, you know, I had some questions through Twitter, but the person that asked me the question is not here, so I'm just gonna skip it. Maybe for next time, if I see them here next time, I would. Yeah. Discipline, exactly. That's what it takes. I mean, you know, it's all about just sitting on your butt all day long and draw, right? And it takes real self-discipline to meet the deadlines, because the amount of work you need to get done by a certain time is just it's tremendous, and you just need to be able to self-manage yourself. And the people who can't or won't do that, I see people who won't do that, are just really, they really should just get another job. I don't care how good they are. It's just they cause so much harm to the production that sometimes it's just irreversible. And those, so personally, I think yes, you need to be a good artist, but people who have self-discipline and high standards on their work is probably is more important, I think, as a professional. Yeah, people, right? Stay professional, learn from people that know better. Yeah, just have an open mind, and being when you're really young and starting out, you tend to be arrogant. Young people tend to be arrogant, and I think that's almost like it's almost required, I think, because if somebody will put you in your place, if somebody will come along and just slap your just put you in your place, and then you realize that, wow, maybe I wasn't that good after all. Maybe there's more, a lot to learn from others. And once you realize that, I think you'll have an open mind to listen to the others. But yeah, you just need to be kicked around a little bit before that happens. When I started work, I learned and held my head down all the time. I help now. Yeah, I think helping others kind of help make you grow too, because you need to be responsible for what you're saying, you know, what you're telling this other person, this younger person, you know, how to do their work and all that. That's a responsibility, and for you to be responsible, you need to be sure of yourself. Make sure you're doing what you're saying, I guess. So it helps you grow too. So trying to. I know it's hard to like sacrifice your own time for the others, but trying to help others really helps to grow, helps you grow as well, I think. Yeah, so Ninja-san, I'm proud of you. I'm really proud of you. Yeah, that's the way you go. ハッスーさん、ハロー。ハッスーさんは日本語ですか？英語ですか？ It's hard to tell sometimes. あ、プートさん、Thank you for continuity coin. ありがとうございます。ちょっと待ってね。で、あ、なんか増えてる。そういうこと。Yeah. Oh, thank you. I think they are more than arrogance, right? I think it's easier to just mind your own business, I guess, right? I mean, helping others is great, but trying to compare yourself to other people, whether it be good or bad, I think it's not mentally healthy, I guess. That makes you like jealous, or kind of feel down, or just compare yourself to people who seem to be fortunate than you are. It's just a waste of time. Yeah. ハッセさんどうしたんですか？ Trying to figure out whether this person is English speaker or Japanese speaker. Yeah. My work need people to know what to do, not to touch the wrong way. Oh, god dang. That sounds important. Not touching the wrong wire is important. Oh, the PC is done for fried. That's important. Right. And there's no room for arrogance in that. I totally agree. I mean, ours is still, reversible. Whatever mistakes we make, it could be corrected until the last minute, but like, when PC's gone, it's gone, right? Oh, man. Yeah. Well, I've been doing this for 2 hours? Almost like 2 hours. So once this go off, it goes off. I think 2 hours of wasting. I should say wasting. Don't say that, Cindy. don't say that. People spending time on me. I am so thankful for this. So really, it's been original Bleach when I was there, and like, you mean like the old one, the old series? No, I don't remember what I was working on back then, but no. And Brianna, every day is a learning experience for me, so I try to, yeah. I think that's the best way to go. I mean, it keeps you mentally healthy, I think, if anything. I mean, just trying to... I mean, you are who you are. There's some change in that. So, why waste time like comparing yourself to other people who may or may not be fortunate as you are? It's just wow.